Berkshire Hathaway, the titan of value investing, is currently down 1.8% year-to-date in 2026. This isn't just a minor dip. It puts them a full 12.4 percentage points behind the S&P 500's impressive 10.7% gain. For an entity often considered a benchmark for prudent capital allocation, this underperformance raises critical questions. Is this merely a blip, or does it signal a deeper structural challenge for the conglomerate as the market continues its furious pace? But that is only part of the story. Berkshire Hathaway, under Warren Buffett's enduring legacy, isn't your typical company. It's a sprawling conglomerate, a collection of diverse, durable businesses. Its core moat is fundamentally built on its vast insurance operations, like Geico and National Indemnity. The sheer volume of this insurance float provides a near-costless source of capital for investments, a foundational advantage few companies can replicate. This diversified structure extends far beyond insurance. Think railroads like BNSF, utilities from Berkshire Hathaway Energy, and a host of manufacturing, service, and retail businesses. This deep operational diversification insulates Berkshire from single-sector volatility, a key tenet of its long-term value proposition. It's designed to compound capital steadily, regardless of short-term market fads. Here's what's changing with that long-term view. The primary signal from this quarter's performance is the clear divergence between Berkshire Hathaway's value-oriented strategy and the broader market's growth narrative. While the S&P 500 charges ahead, propelled by a narrow cohort of mega-cap tech stocks, BRK.BS more traditional holdings are simply not keeping pace. This reflects a significant capital rotation away from traditional value plays and into high-growth, high-multiple sectors. The market appears to be pricing in continued rapid innovation. The bigger question is how this impacts Berkshire's massive cash pile. With market valuations at elevated levels, finding elephants, large, attractive acquisition targets at reasonable prices, becomes incredibly difficult. This constraint on capital deployment can weigh on returns in a bull market. We often see growing cash balances during such times, a testament to their disciplined approach, but it can also be a drag. That's not the only signal from their financials. Management's commentary consistently highlights their unwavering commitment to long-term value creation. Warren Buffett's enduring philosophy prioritizes strong businesses with understandable economics and competent management. This means they are unlikely to chase market fads or pay exorbitant prices for speculative growth. Their capital allocation strategy remains focused on internal reinvestment, strategic acquisitions, and share buybacks when the stock trades below intrinsic value. Something important is happening here. The emphasis on share buybacks has become a more prominent feature in recent years, signaling management's belief that BRK.B itself is a good use of capital when external opportunities are scarce. This disciplined approach means they patiently wait for compelling opportunities rather than forcing deployments. It's a strategy designed to protect capital and enhance per-share value over decades, not quarters. But what does this mean in the broader market? The current macro environment is characterized by divergent growth narratives. While some sectors thrive on technological innovation and AI advancements, others face pressures from higher interest rates, stubborn inflation, and slower global growth. Berkshire Hathaway's diverse portfolio, with its heavy exposure to old economy industries, is more susceptible to these traditional economic cycles. The market's enthusiasm for growth has effectively created a policy tailwind for tech. This leads us to a crucial observation. The S&P 500's robust performance is increasingly driven by a handful of mega-cap technology companies. This narrow market leadership means that diversified value plays, even those with strong underlying fundamentals like Berkshire, can lag simply due to sector allocation. It's not necessarily a knock on Berkshire's intrinsic value, but rather a reflection of where institutional capital is currently flowing. Here's where the margin metrics become interesting. Despite its perceived safety, Berkshire Hathaway isn't without its own set of structural risks. The most frequently discussed is succession risk post-Buffett. While the operational structure is robust and management teams are in place, the market often attributes a significant Buffett premium to the stock. A perceived dilution of the investment acumen could impact sentiment. That leads us to a bigger question regarding terminal risk. Beyond leadership, the sheer size of Berkshire's capital base presents its own challenge. Maintaining high rates of return becomes increasingly difficult with hundreds of billions of dollars to deploy. There's also regulatory pressure, especially for a conglomerate of its scale and influence, which could impact various segments. A significant economic downturn would also naturally impact its cyclical businesses. These vulnerabilities require constant monitoring for sophisticated investors. Looking forward, the critical question is whether Berkshire Hathaway's current underperformance is a temporary cyclical lag or a structural shift. Our analysis suggests it's more of the former. As market leadership eventually broadens beyond mega-cap tech, value names typically see a re-rating. Berkshire's strong balance sheet, diversified earnings, and disciplined capital allocation position it well for a potential capital rotation back into more defensive, quality assets. This matters because the multi-year thesis for Berkshire Hathaway remains compelling for long-term investors seeking a defensive compounder. Its ability to generate consistent free cash flow and deploy capital judiciously provides a strong anchor in a volatile market. We expect future returns to be driven by its underlying business growth and opportunistic acquisitions during periods of market dislocation. Valuation reassessment will occur when the market recognizes these structural advantages once more. That's where things get interesting. For institutional portfolios, Berkshire Hathaway currently stands as a prime candidate for a capital rotation play. While not a breakout watch in the growth stock sense, its relative strength and valuation support suggest it's a strategic position for when the market inevitably broadens its leadership. It's a foundational asset for insulating portfolios against future volatility, especially as interest rate policies continue to evolve. This is not a trim consideration for patient investors. Understanding these deep structural shifts is crucial for navigating today's complex markets. We at SR Money News continually bring you institutional-grade analysis to help you make informed decisions. Don't let market noise distract you from fundamental value. For more insights into macro trends, sector cyclicality, and intensive investment theses, make sure to subscribe to SR Money News. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive.